product today that I'm excited to open and install, and it's going to go here for my my new Pixel 4, which I just put a case on, and it is a wireless charger, and it's for my automobile. I have a Tesla Model 3, and this is a dual product with a splitter, USB splitter. So I'll also show you as I put it in. But anyway, here it is. And I've not opened it or looked at it yet, nor have I looked at any YouTubes or anything. So the product seems to have a lot that they do for Tesla products, dear Tesla owners, etc. So this is made specifically for the car. They have a lot of other items. And one is a console tray, and I did buy their console tray, and I was pleased with it and impressed. And it's a phone charger pad for Tesla Model 3, and it's got a Q&A here, and it shows how to and where to plug it in. And so you could see that it's going to plug in into the car console, and that there is a splitter that will allow me, I think, to use my USB Sentry mode plug. So just a second and we'll continue to move on with this. Let's see what we have in the box as far as products are concerned. This would be a USB splitter, so I'll just open it up and show you. So you could see that you're able to plug two USBs into this. And it looks like they provide some 3M tape to hold things in place. So here's the second splitter. So there's two. This is a dual, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but it's a dual pad. So it's intended to, in fact, charge two different products on it. So this is how it will go in the car. So it'll go like that, and you'll be able to put one phone here and one phone on the other side. So this is what it looks like here. And so these plugs will go, I'm sure, from here and plug into like that. And it looks pretty straightforward. It never is, but it does look pretty straightforward. So we're going to go ahead and figure this out. And it looks like there are some simple instructions here, very specific, by the way, for a Tesla. And so we're going to take this into the car now and see what we've got. We have a nice sunny day today. So I put the car outside, so I hope the glare doesn't get to you, but having sun in the winter is always a nice thing. So anyway, the pad is going to eventually go right here. You can see I had an old plug there that I'm going to take out, and it did say the first thing to do is to take out this pad that came with the car. So that pad is now gone right there. And you can see what we have here is the old plug. So I'm going to take this and that. And so this is the inside. And right here, blinking, that is my USB thumb drive. And I use that for my, when I'm in Sentry mode. So we're going to see what these instructions say as we go ahead and install this pad. And then I'll cross our fingers to make sure that it works. So let's take a look here and see what's next. Now that I've gone ahead and removed the old Tesla pad, the next step was to take the two cables and insert them through the back, which I've done. And so they are now there, and this appears that it's going to just rest on here. So we'll do that, and then we'll move on. So it'll sit there. I did have to take off the black holder here, which will go back on and hold it in place. So just for information, I did have to take that off. I know it's hard to see in here, so I'll try. The next thing I've done is I've plugged the splitter. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in here, like that, and then I'm going to plug both of these into the two cables I just passed through. So let's see what that does. I'll try to lift it up here so you can see it. I've gone ahead and you can see I've plugged the two of them in, and we're going to find out in a second if that's it and if it works. I'll close that over like that. I have to put that, and I'm going to have to put the holder back on, and in a few moments we'll find out if it actually works. So I put this back on, and I think that's correct. It's in nice and tight. The wireless charger is a little bit loose, so I may have missed something there, but we're going to check it now and see what we got. So I'm going to take my phone, and I'm going to put it on here, and let's see what it does. I'm going to close that, so I have it on here. If it works, what's going to happen is there's arrows here, and it should light up orange or red or some color like that if it's charging. So I'm going to put it on this side first, and it's charging. I don't know if you saw that. So the charger is working there. It's working through the case, and it is orange. And I'm going to put it on this side, and I did, and again it is charging. It was that simple to get this working. Both are working, and my Sentry mode thumb drive is still working. So in fact, I have to admit this took 5 minutes to install, and it works absolutely perfectly right this moment. So I am going to put back in here into this cavern. I'm going to put my organizer that I purchased, by the way, from the same company. And everything seems to have gone well. And if there's any change, I'll let you know. But as of right now, we have got a perfectly functioning wireless charger in the car, and it works perfectly. I'm going to make a short addition to this video. The pad went in fine, as I said. You can see it's a little loose even with the holder. When I put the holder in here, it was a little loose. Well, remember I mentioned there's 3M tape in there, and actually the tape that came is to fasten it. So I'm going to put that on right now, and that should be the last piece of this puzzle. And again, it worked great. Let's go ahead while you're watching and put it on, and sure enough, there it is. It's in, everything is tight, and closes well, as you can see here. I'll take it for a ride around the block. I want to make sure it doesn't jiggle, the phone's fine and everything laying in there. And let me put it here so it is charging, and you can see it did charge. It popped up and said I'm charging. So let's take a ride. I'm driving around the block. I just want to make sure two things. One is the phone continues to charge, and so far it is. And two is I don't hear any jiggles or noises or crashes or side to side. And so far it's going well as we head down the street here, as you can see. Yep, This was simple to do. It worked right away. This is a Pixel 4 with a new plastic case, and I just put my wife's iPhone 11 in here, and it charged just as easily and just as quick. And we'll close it and make sure.